Hey guys, my name is Ryan and welcome to Overwatch Central. So it doesn't take a genius to explain to you that toxicity exists in all levels of Overwatch. From quick play and even mystery heroes to the pro scene. Actually, with Tymoon, never mind the pro scene. Blizzard haven't and will probably never reveal which ranks have the most bans, reports, and generally reveal which ranks are the most toxic out of 1 to 5,000 SR. But we at Overwatch Central really want to put forward why we and few other content creators think that low masters is the most toxic rank out of all of them. Before we get started on this and why we think this, as I said, there are no real stats to go on other than people's anecdotal experiences, which we do have from a big group of players, but myself personally, I've played as low as silver games to as high as GM rated games as I've climbed, so I have a good spectrum of games and experiences to choose from. But as I said, this is other people's input as well. When you are thinking about toxic, uncoordinated, or just bad ranks to play at, most people would naturally look down the picking order to say gold and below. Players unsatisfied with their ranks, knowing that they are at the bottom of the pyramid and believing that they can carry themselves up the ladder independently is one of the main ways that we see people getting tilted. I feel that every player that plays competitive Overwatch has that feeling that they belong higher up the skill tier. Anyway, going back to sort of gold and below, the quality of games obviously aren't as good as higher tiers, and the compositions and picks can be somewhat strange. Naturally, as you climb, you expect things to get a little bit better, and it does to some extent. I think Diamond is one of the most chill ranks compared to even Platinum, GM, and others, but you really hit an interesting void when you hit 3.5, 3.6 in Masters. In the background is a game of somebody throwing because someone else picked Junkrat. This person was just playing Junkrat the whole game, said that they just wanted to play Junkrat, played the attack on Ike involved as him, didn't really do all that much. So somebody on the team locked him out of picking Junkrat, so this person decided to throw with Hanzo. And I don't mean play Hanzo and just see what they could do. They stood at the spawn and just fired arrows at the wall. And whilst I would say that this kind of thing does happen at all skill tiers, this isn't just a Masters thing, I think the thing that separates these Masters GM games even to the likes of Gold and below is ego. Masters is a pretty good feat to get to, and I know that people get upset with YouTubers and content creators for sort of just assuming that, oh, if you're Diamond and Masters, you're an alright player. No, you're a good player. You're in the top sort of 25% percentile. You are some of the best players within Overwatch. And some players can get to the likes of GM with ease, and Masters is just that void in between. It's kind of like you hitting the rank that you're nearest. Say, for example, if I hit GM, Masters as a whole suddenly becomes a lot less intimidating for me. I used to be a Platinum Gold player, and I had an account recently that placed for the first time at about 2.5. And that didn't bother me. I climbed through Platinum with relative ease, even played some DPS and stuff there. There is an element of you not taking it seriously as you climb, say in comparison to somebody else that is actually trying to get to Diamond for the first time. I don't care as much as they do, because I'm confident in my abilities to get up to Diamond and Master because I've done it before. Whereas this person hasn't, they want to reach that goal, and so you tend to play with some people on your team that don't really give as much of a shit as you do. But there's one other main thing that separates how Master players work in comparison to other tiers. Players that are 100 SR, 200 SR into Masters can still very easily lose that rank. As soon as you go below 3.5k, you turn back into a Diamond player. Now, this pressure to not lose adds a little bit more interest and a little bit more tension to Master players, and I would say overall a Masters is a very tense skill rank to be in. Whilst you can be demoted in other tiers now, for example Diamond down to Plat, you have to lose a few games to do that. Say for example you lost a few games and came from Diamond to Platinum, you'd probably end up at about 2.9k because you lost all of those games in a row. I think this would be a beneficial change to Masters because the fact that you instantly lose your skill rank is quite a tense feeling, even though it doesn't necessarily matter. Another thing is Smurfs. You have a lot of GM top 500 players that may play supports or tanks that may have an account that is, 600, 700 SR below that plays DPS heroes. There are a lot of people install the likes of Hanzo and Widow at this level who are very good players on the likes of Tracer, Genji, Ana, for example, but this is their Smurf. They don't care. They don't want to really get to GM with this account. They don't mind it as much. So they're just going to play the heroes that they want at a higher tier and again have that ego to sort of be like, well, I'm a good player. I'm a GM top 500 player, but I'm playing Junkrat in this scenario. Everybody else is wrong and they suck. So it's a mix of these different things why we firmly believe that Masters is one of the worst ranks to play in. I'm like a Master player myself. I sort of belong in that low Master tier, but honestly, I am more than happy to play at 3.4k for the rest of my life. Everybody seems much more interested and wanting to win because I think a lot of people are really searching because they're so close to that Master's goal that they want to hit it. Of course, depending on who you're grouped with and if you're stacked up highly, you will play in higher SR tiers and against better people. But you could also play against worse ones as well with that kind of attitude. But they're the main reasons why we believe that Masters is the most toxic rank. There's a lot of tension surrounding instantly losing your Master rank. It's full of GM top 500 smurfs that just don't really care about that account and the experience within Masters. It's the second skill tier as well below GM, so there are lots of good players in here, which means that there's more egos. But they're the main reasons why we believe this. I'm really curious to hear what you guys think is the most toxic rank. What ranks have you experienced? Would you back us up? Would you disagree? You can also let us know in the comments below with that. And until next time, take care. We'll see you then.